But it's like, you can't make it unless you got money coming in.
I feel it.
So that's what it is. Cause I said fuck college. I didn't
So
get my scholarship.
do you invest a lot of money into like your equipment and stuff, or you know?
At first I was going to studios.
Did that work out or not?
See, like, all right, let's backtrack. Actually,
Okay.
That was a good question though. Like when I first recorded, man, I remember my first song. Like, you guys remember when those discs were going on in high school and I was dropping discs?
I remember that shit.
With the whole gone.
I recorded that shit off some Dr. Dre headphones in the fucking backseat of a car, dog. That's how fucking like low maintenance it was. Like, I didn't have shit. Like, it was what, 16, 17. I didn't have shit. Like, and then it went from that. Then it went from, all right, trying to do it inside the room. All right, nah, it ain't good. I need a real producer. I need a real engineer.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm gonna start paying for studio time. That's when we did Bad Bitch. What else came out the studio? Bitch, You Gotta Leave came out the studio. If You Really Fuck With This. Everything that's on SoundCloud except for Get Your Bars Up, I think, came out the studio.
Yeah.
For sure.
So you said that wasn't.
But now I got my own.
doing that.
Basically, the early age you was working what you got.
Yeah, but now I got my own setup at the house.
All right. That's dope. So do you be producing as well sometimes?
Hell no.
Not yet. You just straight
I'll
bars.
probably never tap into that.
Never?
Bag, bro. I ain't really like that. My
Yeah.
talent is I'm gifted with putting words together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you putting words on.
Yeah.
And what's the process on like putting words together? Like, do you just sit down when you feel inspired, or you just like?
Pretty much, or it's like, bro. Honestly, my best like one-liners come in my head when I'm just at work doing shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh shit. I never write it down.
Yeah.
I tell myself, oh, you gotta write it down.
Create a little notepad.
I never write that shit down, but then it'll come to me later, you know? Like, I'm
Yeah.
alright, bet. So that's where my best one-liners come from. But I work best once 12 o'clock hits.
Midnight.
I don't know, a werewolf.
Yeah.
Like, I just once
night
12
out.
o'clock hits, I'm just, let's get 2-3 blunts in and just write.
Damn, that's
Just
working.
write. Like most producers or most engineers, you know, they want you to come to the studio with your lyrics already ready, so you can rap over the beat. Me, I'm just like, I can do that, which is cool, but I'd rather like just go and let's get the vibes going.
Yeah.
All right, I feel that. All right, boom. This is what I'm gonna say next. This is what I'm gonna say. Like, but it's just a process.
Shit.
Whatever works for anybody.
Who do you
know?
fuck with right now, as
Like,
far as like in general, your favorite
rappers?
rappers? Who do you think's top quality? Yeah, who? Beyond Bulletproof.
That's Mozzie.
Mozzie? I've been
Mozzie.
fucking with this new album,
Fuck with
bro.
Mozzie, yeah.
I saw you retweet something about was it Lil Baby? What was it?
Lil Baby, I'm fucking
Yeah.
with Lil Baby. That Bigger Picture is crazy, bro. His whole album, he dropped.
That shit is
No.
fire, huh? I like
My Turn?
Bulletproof.
That's what it's called, right? Yeah.
Bulletproof is my favorite one.
I was just listening to that right now.
But all of them go
we
hard
go,
as shit.
let's go. We go Meek, Mozzie, Dave East, rest in peace, Nip Hussle, Kevin Gates, Gierbo, Lil Baby. That's what I'm really on. Sue Surf just dropped. I fuck with Sue Surf. It's a battle rapper.
Hey, shout out.
He's on the mainstream shit. He
All
tweeted
right.
one of my lyrics one time, so I fucks with. You know.
I saw you hopped on live with someone.
I hopped on
Was
live.
that him?
Yeah, I spit for him one time.
Damn, that's dope as
I
fuck.
spit for him twice actually. The second time I fucking choked.
How'd you get that opportunity? Did
Get
he
it?
shit
Yeah,
happen
well, he used to
random?
just be like adding people on his live, and I used to just sit, bro. I used to sit in there for days, just like waiting.
Alright.
You feel me? And I just did it. Wasn't shit though. Like I didn't get nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that shit's just
But-
dope as fuck.
Yeah, it's just the attempt, the experience, you know?
Yeah, just try
the
it.
experience.
I was like, nah, I ain't gonna be nervous when I do that shit. I ain't gonna be nervous. And as soon as he accepted that shit, I was just like,
yeah.
oh, dog. All right, bet.
That was my first experience going live. Like, the first time I went live, I was nervous as shit. Like, I could only be there for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But it was cool though. It was cool.
Damn, that's crazy. So, you said you wanted to talk a little bit about.
Oh, Lil Wayne's the GOAT though.
Lil
I
Wayne.
mentioned all those
Lil
rappers,
Wayne.
but Lil
Why
Wayne's
you gonna
Lil
forget
Wayne's the
Lil
GOAT.
Wayne?
Lil Wayne's the
No.
GOAT. Just cause like that goes without mentioning.
Yeah.
And then also, if you don't like Kendrick or J. Cole, like you don't like
Yeah.
music. That's how I look at you. I'm sorry. Like they're not my favorite rappers, but if you don't like their music, you don't like music. Like it just.
Yeah.
See, your top number one is Meek Mill?
Huh?
Number one is Meek Mill?
Oh, that's my favorite rapper. That's the only rapper I ever was like, I want to be just like that nigga.
Yeah.
Like, recently I've been bumping a lot of Tupac. Like, just Tupac.
Throwing it back.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't really listen to a lot of old shit. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Especially with the movements going on, like, Tupac has been actually, like, trending on Twitter.
And that's what I mean.
And
That's why. Oh, Polo G, bro. Come
Polo
on,
G.
bro. Polo G.
I just know him. He hopped on the song with like NLE Choppa, I think, or
NLE Choppa
Was
on
it?
his song. Yeah.
or they all fucking hopped on
Yeah,
one.
man,
That shit went
I
wild.
like
Vegas?
it. Vegas.
Yeah,
Vegas.
bro. When I heard that,
He's tight.
that shit was crazy.
I can talk about rap all day.
Yeah. I say Kendrick is my favorite,
So
but
who's your all-time?
hasn't dropped shit.
Like, like you had to like
If I could listen to one person,
go down like history, and you can just choose like one person like that
Absol.
defines, like, rap.
oh, that's Absol was my favorite rapper. That's he's the best lyricist ever. Feel me? When it comes to lyrics, that's a bold statement. When it comes to lyrics, nobody's better than him. But he ain't dropped in what? He ain't dropped since 2016.
That's like all of TDE right there, bro. That shit sucks.
They just said, but it's all good. I fuck with all TDE. Everybody has ever shot. Everybody. It's all
they're
fire.
pretty dope.
That's the best. That's the best camp. Like the whole.
That's
that whole camp. Yeah.
They got Reason.
But like all
Zay
time,
Ross.
if all the time, I'm gonna say it's gonna have to be Wayne. Like my favorite rapper is Meek Mill, but I'm gonna have to say.
I
Wayne
think he has the
time.
most like amount of bars you could fit into one song.
Yeah, his wordplay is
Lil
crazy.
Wayne?
No Wayne, like
Yeah.
just the amount of like
He can
dope
rhyme
bars
one
he
word
has.
for like 10 minutes, bro. That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
I think he did have like a 10-minute song.
Yeah,
or
he has some
something.
shit where he rhymes a word for like it's
Straight.
Damn,
Yeah, you don't be writing nothing down. So
No,
I
I know.
heard that. Just go in there and
Too
do
Off
it.
the dome.
I mean, but I
Go
feel
in
like
there and do it.
I feel like once you get to that point, not everybody's gonna get to it, but it's like that's their job. All you do is rap now. You already made it, bro. You don't like so all you
So
need
it's
to be
just
thinking
like-
is rap. Like
yeah.
but-
Just in
No,
the
I
studio.
feel that because I can compare that because at least for me in my own industry, like the big top dancers, like they're getting paid fucking like bank. Like
Yeah.
they're performing with Justin Bieber, you know, some of them going with J. Cole, and they're just backup dancers. They're making bank. But even with that, like you got to shoot out like a single like choreo, like and now in my head I can't even shoot out one. So it's kind of so I feel like with them it's the same thing. It's just like you just shooting out moves at that point. Like you've been doing it so long, just like
Just improvise.
bam,
Yeah.
bam. Yeah.
on the spot.
What
Yeah,
That's
are,
what separates you from being good and great. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, what are your thoughts about the people that use ghostwriters and shit? Like, I'm sure you don't fuck with that, huh?
That-
like Drake
It
apparently.
hurts. It hurts.
It hurts.
It hurts. Like when Meek and Drake went at it.
Oh shit.
crazy.
Yeah.
I stopped listening to Drake for it was like a 3-year beef. 4-year
I know.
beef. I stopped listening to
I
Drake.
was the same way, bro,
Yeah.
until he just dropped
And
the
then-
album.
When they would come on the radio, I turned that shit off.
And then I mean, but at the same time, it's like fuck. Like I really don't care that much anymore. It shit used to make me so mad, and then you start realizing, damn, some of the people you listen to got ghostwriters,
Damn.
and it's like, damn. It's like so
What's it?
what's
Was it?
real?
Was it
Yeah, it's
Meek
like
Mill?
what? It's like
What
what?
was it?
No, it's not Meek, man. It's like it's just like it's just like what's real, bro. But it's, I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I would never let anybody write for me.
All right.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. I guess.
I feel like it's just
So why do you think it
integrity.
happens? Like, do they
Why?
just get lazy?
Oh,
Like,
I can tell you why.
Is it just molding?
That's like someone doing
Well,
the
one,
that's one thing.
Well, okay, look, it's
Like
see,
I know it exists, but I
see,
don't know why.
it's a different thing. Like, okay, if I bring in a team of writers, like they're professional writers. This is what they do. They write songs professionally.
Yeah.
So I can have them in there and like let's bounce ideas off of each other. Okay,
Yeah.
boom. This is what I'm trying to talk about. This is my first bars. Like, oh no, you should probably say this instead of that. But I still wanted to say that. You feel me?
Mm.
Yeah.
So it's like that I kind of understand. But when somebody's just like, Kevin's like, here, bro, I wrote this. Go rap that shit. Go rap that shit in the booth. How do you even like believe in what you're saying if you didn't even write that shit down? If you can do that though,
That's
but
why I
if you
don't
can, but
respect
if you can
Drake
make
as a
it,
rapper.
but if you can make it sound believable,
Yeah.
you're a fucking genius, bro.
It's
Because
pretty much acting
Yeah.
at that point.
that's
You're an
a
actor.
great
That's an
actor
artist.
though.
Yeah, you're good.
Because
That's an artist.
you're bringing emotion out of some shit you didn't even fucking touch.
Yeah.
So I guess like there's a talent to it, I guess a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know. That's
See,
it.
but like if you're doing the whole acting thing, like you just lose yourself at that point. You know.
I feel like R&B
you-
singers
you-
do it all the time.
But you gotta think about it.
It's
It's called the rap game, dog.
Mhm.
Right.
Rap game.
Yeah.
It's a
They
game.
don't care.
It's a game. It's all about this, baby. Like that's all. It's a rap game. So
Yeah.
there's some shit where you just like I understand, but when it's your favorite people, you be like, damn, like you know, you guys would cry if you found out Kendrick had a ghostwriter. You would cry. That shit would hurt your feelings, bro.
Rapper.
See, even though
would.
I like Kendrick, I like J. Cole more than Kendrick. Like J. Cole.
You would be hurt if you found
Yeah.
because J. Cole don't even do features.
Yeah.
So what if he said, oh, I don't even need to do features because why? Because I got a bunch of ghostwriters just writing all my shit. I don't need to do features. Like that would hurt your feelings, bro. Like so it's like
That shit was hella bad on top of you.
'Cause you feel like you're listening
I
to
think
their
you're
story.
losing your fan base.
If you feel like you're listening to the artist's story and
no rapper lose their whole family. I mean, obviously we've seen that. Like Meek Mill tried to end Drake.
Yeah.
Everybody literally said, I don't care. Like
Yeah.
we don't care if he doesn't write.
Pusha T.
Like it's
That
really
shit
honestly,
didn't
I feel
work.
like
I
it's
believe
more.
that with the
it's-
fan base. Man.
It's mainly for the street niggas, like because if you're portraying a certain image, we want not that we want you to be in the streets, but it's like You better have done something.
Some truth,
Yeah, you better have done something. Like, so, like, I kind of get it. Like, so it's like, if it's a street nigga and he's saying all this shit, like, how do we know you're telling the truth? Like, you didn't write that shit. You didn't live that. Like,
yeah.
So, I don't know.
But some validation.
So how do you feel about that? Like,
whatever.
this situation with Juice WRLD and how he passed away. How do you feel about that?
I think a lot of rappers sign label deals, and they don't know. They're not really making the money that we see.
Yeah.
Why are you this famous ass dude, and you got 70 pounds of weed on a plane? Why? You're famous as fuck, bro. You got probably 2 #1 songs. Like what? Like you probably 1 and 2.
Side, yeah.
What's that song you came out with? What's his biggest shit? Lucid Dreams.
Lucid
I know he didn't own it, but like, bro, the whole world listens to that shit. When I first heard that song, I heard it on the radio. I didn't even know who Juice WRLD was. I was like, damn, this shit kind of catchy. I thought it was a white boy. I never.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie. I was listening to it. Damn, I thought it was a white boy. I was like, this is kind of cool. Like, it's a little, little indie song. That's what I thought. It was like some indie shit.
Indie song.
and then I found out who he was, and then I was like, oh damn, this is Juice. Okay, I guess, but like, dude was talented. He could freestyle his ass off too. That's just how I look at it. Like, you're rich as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Like the whole Percocet thing.
Okay, so
you gotta fight. I mean, he's fighting his addictions. And my thing is, if I'm the breadwinner, I'm paying all you guys right here. You guys are all on the plane with me.
Yeah.
You're taking 2 Percocets. You're taking 2 Percocets. You're taking 2. I'm not taking shit. I make sure your mama can eat tonight. I make sure your daughter got Pampers. Like, no, there's no way I'm taking the drugs, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I just saved your life.
Because at that point, you're working, like, you're working and people are working for you. It's like,
like
you're the face of it. You're the image of it all.
You're the breadwinner, bro.
There,
Now all his homies probably got no money now.
Yeah.
Or they probably got street money, but.
No, like.
Or they're probably in jail, actually. They got caught with all that stuff. Yeah. But.
I mean, on top of that, I feel like that's just life. You know, for everybody else, like, they had to figure it out at that point. It's just like, they had to figure it out. Like, they hit rock bottom. It's like, oh, shit.
But it's true, though. Was he 20, 21?
He was our age.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, that success is, you don't know. Nobody knows what it's going to be like. Like, if I could blow up by tomorrow and my whole life would change. I might not act the same.
Yeah.
So it's just like.
And there's been a lot of artists that blew up pretty late too, like in their lives.
Oh, late?
So how do you feel about that? Because you're saying about like the whole image and portraying that, but then you make that transition of like, getting money and like getting away from all that.
I'm sure it's hard.
Like,
I'm sure it's not the easiest transition.
So
especially when you got all your homies who are really from the streets, and they're like, nah, nigga, we still in this. Like, you made it, nigga. We didn't make it. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. And if you stop rocking with us, then you're a sellout. So so it's kind of it's a pull, but sometimes you gotta leave niggas behind. Like, that's just really what it is, bro. Like,
you gotta pick in.
At one point, it's like, all right, and then you gonna be in the streets forever, or we gonna make these millions off writing fucking 8 bars, like, and then make this shit pop. Like, come on.
That shit's too easy of a choice.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Not for everybody though.
But you said you wrote an intro track earlier. So tell us, are you working on an album or something?
Album, tape, I don't know what to call it yet.
All right.
What's called yet.
When are we expecting that by?
Woo, we don't know that.
TBD.
I wanted it to come out this year, but coronavirus happened.
Yeah.
So I went to the studio, and then in the middle of coronavirus, I got my own setup. So then I started rebooting things, but probably next year.
Next year. All right.
What month is it? It's June.
June. You got 6 months.
Probably next year.
All right.
Maybe
February. That's time.
I ain't gonna give you a date.
Do you have anything you're aiming for, for the album right now, as far as like maybe a theme or something, or what do you, what type of emotion is gonna go into this album?
Each song is gonna be a different vibe.
All right.
That's really what it's gonna be. Like, I know a lot of people like to keep the sound the same on the albums, but like, nobody's ever really heard me.
Yeah.
So when I drop this, it's gonna be on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, everything. You feel me? Yeah. So I'm gonna give you a different vibe on every song.
You showcasing who you are.
Yeah, like you gotta get a piece, because I'm not gonna be a one-dimensional rapper. I refuse to be. It's just stupid.
Right.
Like, so pretty much, I'm gonna give you a different vibe. But that's how I like to do every song. I approach every song with a whole different mindset. Like, I don't like to do 2 of the same beats back to back, like the same time type of tempo. Because I'm like, nah, I might end up saying like something repetitive. I need to switch up the whole tone. And like,
Like
Alright.
that shit just stirs your creatives.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're playing with different beats, different speeds, different tempos.
Exactly.
So talk to us about the whole Summer Days experience and how you got booked there.
Ooh.
How you got booked for that, and if you have anything else, any other shows you put on or anything like that.
Summer Days. That shit was interesting.
That was interesting, huh? Alright.
Oh man, that shit was cool though. I'm not gonna lie, it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that shit turned.
Alright.
Like no doubt, it was turned. I mean, was y'all there?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was
we
there.
pulled up.
I can.
Yeah,
only-
Can you attest to it? I don't want to just be like sounding hella
Yeah.
cocky and shit, but
No, it was turned.
ask him. Like
the energy was there.
out of everybody, it was lit. I'm like,
Yeah, like the first few people that came up were like whatever. You know, I was like, all right, you know, they got
no shade to nobody, but
No, yeah, like
it's just what
like,
it is.
It
like,
is. Like I'm not gonna lie or say like yeah y'all were cool. Like no, like it was whatever. You guys had a little bounce to it, you know. But then the energy came out and just you can tell who had it behind it. You know.
That's just what it is though. But I understand because that was my second time performing because I had performed the day before at the Hood just to get my nerves out.
I heard about that.
And at the Hood, it was shitty, bro. I was
Was it
nervous
shitty?
and I was like,
Was there quite a bit
So-
of people there? Or?
It was probably like 15 people.
15 people?
Was it
And
like
at the
older
party,
crowd?
there was like 100 probably. Like
Was it
Yeah.
an older crowd because it was like a restaurant?
there was some, but then it was some of the homies and shit that were in the
Oh,
crowd
okay.
and shit. Like people we went to high school
Yeah.
with. Not the homies, I shouldn't say. No.
I would say that second time was compared to the first.
Oh man, the second time, well, the thing was, I was high. The first time I didn't get to get high, bro. So I was just like, fuck. Like, feel me? I really had the jitters. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
And then the second time was just lit. Like I had all the homies behind me. Feel
I
me?
remember
That's
that.
just a different energy when the homies are there. Like, you know,
Hell yeah.
I felt like I went crazy.
I did remember that. Y'all were fucking hyped as shit.
That shit was fun.
Sebastian
I
rocked
performed
out,
another
too.
time. Oh, I just performed at like right before coronavirus. I say in March. Performed at a Medi. That was cool. There was probably like 40, 50 people there.
Oh shit.
That was alright.
So do you have any?
Didn't you perform at that one backyard? Is that the one?
Oh, I performed at that shit too.
Yeah.
I can't.
What backyard?
I forgot.
I saw that roaming
Jasmine.
around.
Jasmine threw. Sebastian was the DJ there too.
Yeah. They're like co-hosting or something.
Yeah, but Jasmine threw like a backyard bash, whatever. I had that turn too, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I played that. I don't know. I played the whole dub. It was.
The backyard back.
I know it sounds like I'm not saying the song. No, I'm like that's a song. I don't know. But man, it was fire, bro. That was fun. I kind of liked that one a lot. Like I had the whole crowd into it. Like at one point when I put that I don't know on, I had them all turning on their phone lights. It was all waving. It was sick. It was a vibe. That was a vibe.
All right.
I'm ready to perform whenever.
What's your
But
goal?
like
What
now-
would be your dream signing? Or
I need at least 100 to perform, bro. Like
Yeah, like people.
no, like $100.
Oh, $100. All right. I see.
Yeah.
Like at least, you know, like come on, give me
Making
some
a
like
little- yeah,
it's not
support. It's not
I feel
much.
it.
that ain't shit.
Yeah.
$100, I'm not asking for shit, bro.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I get a little bit,
You start running
the
with
price
it. Momentum.
the price is gonna be something
Mhm.
Yeah.
that most people probably not gonna pay for. But
Right.
it is what it is. You gotta put a price on yourself.
All right. Damn.
Which starts scaling.
Know what you worth, or you
Out
only
there.
know what you worth, or you only worth what they pay you.
Damn.
That's free game.
That's wise words from Zay Ross.
That's free game.
So transitioning into some current events, you said you wanted to talk about Black Lives today. You got anything to say
I
about
always want to talk
the
about
to-
Black
the
Lives.
topic?
Shit. I've been talking about Black Lives before Black Lives Matter was
Yeah.
probably not before it was a thing, but before it was definitely the cool thing to talk about.
Yeah. All
You feel
right.
me? Like
Do you see that as a negative or as a positive? Because like some people saying like it's
Both.
getting out there, but then
Low-key,
it's
I
like the
feel
wrong
like
message.
there's some people
but then it's like-
fronting.
It's
I
teeter-tottering.
see a lot of people just.
I feel that way too.
that's for everything though.
I feel that way too.
That's
that is
literally
for everything.
that's with anything. You gonna have real shit, fake shit. Like it don't matter. Like
Yeah.
but we know what's going on.
All right.
Then like you see it. It's right there. I just watched the fucking video of some shit, bro. Like
Yeah.
the dude that they just killed in Atlanta. I don't know
Who
if
was
y'all
running
seen
from at the Wendy's? Some shit like that.
that. He
running
was
from the cop
drunk.
at
He
the
was
Wendy's.
drunk or whatever. Yeah. It's like, bro, like why you gotta?
He was like sleeping in his car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
First
shit.
of all-
Yeah, I saw that.
first of all,
that one
People sleep in their car all the
Yeah.
fucking time just to go take a nap. One. So like,
Oh,
I don't,
yeah.
like, why are you fucking with him? Yeah, he was drunk, but it's like you gotta shoot him. He's running away from you, not towards you, away from you.
Yeah.
Shit's crazy.
For real, the way that's.
He's running
It's like,
away.
way scared that he's
It's
running
like-
away. Like,
It's like, and you try to fight that and just, like, this is what happened, people still try to fight you, like, oh, no, it's justified.
Actually, it was crazy. I was driving today and I was thinking, like, man, I was like, either these cops gotta stop having guns, or they gotta start letting us shoot these motherfuckers back
Yeah.
damn.
without going to jail. Because if you're just gonna kill me for no fucking reason, why? I'm probably getting loud.
No,
but
I feel
if you're
you.
gonna kill me for no fucking reason, why can't I shoot you back? That's to save my life.
That's self-defense.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what? Like you're killing me for no reason. You could have punched me before you did all that, bro.
What?
You could have beat my ass before you did all that. What happened to nightsticks?
No,
Yeah.
like,
What happened to
no,
nightsticks?
like, there's been
Tasers.
hella
What happened
videos,
to
bro,
pepper
like,
spray,
they
tasers? They just go
escalate
straight to the
that
gun.
shit.
Now it's just straight to the gun.
Yeah, they just escalate to that. Like, there's so many steps before that.
The police job is to de-escalate situations.
Yeah.
That's literally. I'm sure that's. Read your damn job description. I'm pretty sure that's in the job description. Like,
Yeah.
de-escalate the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh man, that shit's sad,
You
bro.
seen they
And then all
built.
these motherfuckers. Oh, all these. The dude in Palmdale got found hanging. I think it was a dude in Texas. They found
Oh, yeah,
another
the
dude
lynch?
today in
I saw a
California.
dude in Palm-
Another
Palm-
dude in
Wow.
California today. And I hate how people say California's not racist.
Nah.
Nah, there's definitely sections in California. There's always sections in California.
Racism
Every
everywhere.
racism is.
Everywhere.
Say it again.
Racism everywhere.
It's everywhere, bro. You can't hide from that
Bro,
shit, bro.
you see it even in, like, at least for me, I see it in my own culture.
You know what's funny though?
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm about to hit y'all with something. There's black people in every single country in the world.
Yeah.
Nope.
Every single country in the world. There's a black person. So why do you hate us? We're everywhere.
Yeah.
And then that whole shit where they're like, oh, we're the minorities, like us. From you guys are all Hispanic.
Yeah.
We're the no, we're not. It's way more of us. It's way more of us than them. They just got more opportunities, better resources, but
Yeah.
it's more of us. It's way more of us.
I think eventually in the future it's gonna shift. It's definitely gonna shift.
It's shifting right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's awake.
Yeah.
Literally, every
People are finally starting to wake
50,
up.
50, all 50 states and 18 countries protested.
And that shit's
When has that ever-
that's
I
still
don't-
going on, like, right now.
When has that ever happened?
People are still protesting.
I don't know if that has ever happened.
Shit.
But I mean, that's not enough though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be real with you. That's not enough. I don't know the answer, but I know protesting is not enough.
I feel like, in general, like,
I feel like no one knows the answer. I mean, everybody knows what's right. Everybody knows what's right, what's wrong.
Yeah.
I know what shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, like,
but I can't tell you what should be.
we know what's up. You know, we're not the ones like over here
Yeah.
saying like, nah, justifying the action.
Defund the police.
Yeah, like, it's just knowing the answers, knowing like what's the next step. Because this has been going on for how long? You feel me? Like,
I'd say they need, like,
we're
a
going
new
on
training
500
program.
years, bro.
yeah.
We're going. It's just modern day slavery.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's,
It's
it's just
transformed.
modern day
It
slavery, bro.
transformed.
You guys seen the 13th on Netflix?
I actually never even watched that. It's been on Netflix for some years.
I
It's
think
been
I-
on there for years, bro.
You guys, if you guys are interested,
Yeah,
it's
about
just
the 13th Amendment.
like, and just how it affects blacks or, you know, as a community.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But
it's pretty
I
interesting.
probably should watch it with my dumb ass.
But,
You know, I never tapped into that. I watched that when they see us. But it's just like, bro, I already know what's
Yeah.
up, bro. Like,
I saw that one when they see us.
I mean, you know, everybody knows what the 13th Amendment is, but it's just like, if you watch it, if you don't know enough about black culture, then maybe you should watch it, I should say.
yeah. I feel it. Well, shit.
I just drove by
That's
that painting that they did at George Floyd in Palm Springs.
That's dope as fuck.
That shit was clean, why?
That
I'm gonna take a
shit's
picture pretty soon. That was hard though.
Oh,
We were
yeah.
just in Palm Springs. We said we were gonna go. We got high. We forgot. we literally went down. We were like, I was hungry. We just forgot. It was like,
Yeah,
damn.
that shit was cool. I didn't even know it was right there. Like I seen them post on
Yeah, I
Instagram.
saw it on social
But I was like,
media.
oh, that's right
I saw it on
there.
social media. I'm trying to see it in person.
Yeah.
Like it's different when it's in person.
I'm like, it's right there. Man, R.I.P. George Floyd.
And then there was like a Karen that was like, you know, like it's making the city. Like, did you see that?
Oh yeah, I
The
seen
big-
that.
Really?
But then,
Did you
guess
see
what?
that?
Then you click on their profile, no pictures of them, nothing. Like it's just, come on, bro. You just talking, like you just
Yeah.
talking, like.
Man, they just
Get
going
outta
to their
here.
hate.
Yeah.
They're hating.
But hey, in some good news, I seen that Barbara Streisand, I want to say that's her name. She helped George Floyd's daughter get a share in Disney.
Oh,
So-
shit.
Oh, word.
She might be set for life. I mean, at the cost of her father dying, that's fucking tragic. But
Yeah.
One door closed and another one opportunity.
Nah, but I don't think it should be that way.
no,
Honestly.
it definitely
It's
shouldn't.
like,
But like,
bro,
it definitely
y'all
shouldn't.
should
But,
be able to get opportunities.
but that's a blessing though
but
for
that
her.
shit happen.
Should be okay. Should be able to.
Yeah. What?
That's like it's like compensation, like at the cost of a life. It's like, oh, you know, now you're getting all this because like your dad died. Like if that never happened, then it's like
Nobody would even know who you were.
like
Which is facts, but I mean, you gotta be grateful though still.
yeah.
If they don't have to do it, they could just say, you know, I'm sorry. And she's a little girl, and she don't even probably fully comprehend yet.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like,
So did you personally hit up any protests like by here? Like
man, I tried to go to one in LA, and it was the same day that they put that 1 p.m. curfew, like in the middle of the day. Like I was on my way, and they just said, oh, 1 p.m. curfew. So I turned my ass right back around.
Damn.
I got back here,
They
and I was like, and that's when they had the Palm Desert one. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to that shit. I'm driving down fucking El Paseo. It's all blocked off. I don't see no protest.
Yeah.
And then I guess they were like 2 or 3 streets over. I just went home, bro.
They moved down
So I couldn't find it.
The COD street. What's that COD street?
Oh,
called?
okay.
I forgot.
I know you're talking
Palm
about the
Springs
park and
On
shit.
Monterey.
Yeah, it's Monterey and something else.
Civic
It's by the
Center?
Ci-
Club or something.
It's by the Civic Center. I mean,
Civic
they moved to
Center?
the Civic Center, but they were walking that street.
But
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
and then there was one in Palm Springs, I guess, and I guess the
That one's the one I heard of the most.
that's
about.
the
cops-
one I heard
well, I
controversy.
heard, yeah, because I heard the cops just made them walk to Ruth Hardy Park, and they was just walking in
Oh,
circles
stupid, huh?
instead of like actually protesting down the streets.
Yeah.
People was mad. I mean, honestly, I think protesting helps if we all walk out our house right now and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut down the whole city.
Yeah.
That's what helps.
That's
That's the only
some
thing that's gonna
message.
help. Like, unless you shut down everything, it's not like there's still businesses function. No, I need all the employees to walk out right now. We all need to walk out. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. They need
That's
to see
that's gonna help.
They need a big ass
And then
movement.
something about the timing of the virus too. Like,
Go on the fucking work strike. I guarantee that. We just hacked coronavirus. Now they open shit back up. If we all go on a work strike,
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I was
What?
thinking.
what? They need money, bro. If we go on a work strike,
Yeah, because honestly, Corona ain't even out of here, bro.
Yeah,
Corona's still
yeah,
doing
Corona's
it.
it's
still-
because the
That's
timing
up
of
to
it, like a
them.
lot of the businesses are already closed. So like going out there and protesting, you're not closing any of the businesses because they're already closed.
it's just
So
funny.
like if this was happening when the virus wasn't happening, then it would have gained more traction.
The
It'd be more
funny thing,
powerful.
the funniest thing is when people would be outside during the coronavirus pandemic, whatever.
Yeah.
People, look, you know, all the Karens and shit would be like, "Oh, you need to stay
Oh, yeah.
inside," and like, like, what about all it? Oh no, not stay inside. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. That's all backwards. They're saying we want to go outside. We want to go to the salons. We need haircuts and we need to do all this shit. And now that we protesting, they telling us we need to stay inside. We need to worry about the pandemic.
I'm dead.
We getting shot. I'm more scared of a police officer than I am the coronavirus right now.
No, that's for real.
Swear to God.
They would be flipping that shit.
Look, you hear the sirens? I don't know if the mic gonna catch it, but
Yeah,
we hear the sirens
I
right
hear the
now.
sirens.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Actually,
I'm more
I hear
scared.
them all the time.
I'm
The-
more
the
scared of the
station right there.
police. Oh, yeah, that's probably the firefighters. See, nobody fucks with firefighters. We fuck with them. Why? Because they do their job.
They be helping and shit.
They do their job. Nobody hates the
Lies.
ambulance. Why? Because they do their job. Like, I mean, some shitty doctors probably be killing people and shit, but for the most part, they
Yeah.
do their job. Like, if you do your job, most people ain't gonna fuck with you, but you guys ain't doing your job. I seen that police chief, like, he was like crying basically about like, oh, they're being targeted and criminalized.
All that like statement,
Yeah.
like public statement.
I don't know if you guys really watched that video. You know what I'm talking about?
In
I
LA.
don't think so.
I forgot where he
Yeah,
was.
Which one?
it was a whole public statement with the. I think it was a.
It was a whole public statement, but he had
they
it was
had
one little
microphones
short
and
white
everything.
dude, and he had a bunch of officers behind him. Oh, if you just pull up the video when you
Okay.
get a chance, insert it into the
Everybody clip it
into the
in here.
podcast. Yeah,
Hell yeah, let's go.
because what I'm about to say, yeah, clip it in. Because what I'm about to say is, he was saying all that how they been criminalized. If you look behind him, there was not one black officer.
Word.
Damn.
Where was all the black officers at?
Yeah.
They wasn't there fighting with y'all. Oh, they was probably on post somewhere, huh? Oh, you gotta go work today, Johnson. Go ahead, over there.
That shit's wild.
Oh no, man.
Not even that. I also heard a lot. They're letting a lot of them go, like, because they were standing with the protests and like the people. They're
I
just,
mean,
like,
yeah, you gonna lose your
doing
job
that
if you
shit.
do that. But it's like, everything comes with a cost.
That shit.
Yeah,
I think it's funny how Trump ended up building a wall outside the White House because he got scared of the protesters.
Should be scared.
Hell yeah.
The whole government should be scared.
See, honestly,
I
like,
think they are. I think they are.
I think we need
I
to
hope
rewrite
so,
the
bro.
Constitution every 5 years.
Damn.
why am I listening to something about that? When was this shit written? 1776?
Yeah.
Or that's the Declaration of Independence. Something, I don't know, whatever. It's too damn long ago. If I can't think about it, it's too damn long ago, bro. Like, that's crazy, bro. It should be rewritten every 5 to 10 years.
Back when there were slaves and shit.
Like,
that was tragic.
Like, why? Yeah, exactly. Why am I listening to a white man's point of view? I don't even live around white men that much. Like, yeah, they are here, but like, I'm mostly around my kind or
I think they should be forced. They should be forced to hire people that represent the population. So if there's like a 20% Hispanic rate, they should hire 20% Hispanics in that, county or just to represent.
I feel that, but then it's like, I don't know. You know how they say men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been lying with these numbers this whole damn time. Like I told you, they already said we're minorities.
Yeah.
So they've already been saying we're minorities. So how could it be more of us if we're minorities? They're always gonna paint that picture.
They were talking about this shit. What you're talking about, you've never even seen this shit in the 13th, on Netflix. Same shit. That's almost what the whole documentary is about. What he just said right now.
And I think shit, because the NBA's about to start, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga, I think if LeBron James is the biggest force,
social justice,
like
in the
for
NBA.
sports, any sport, he's the biggest face right now. Besides Michael Jordan, obviously, forever.
Yeah.
But Kaepernick, but if LeBron says something, the whole world listens. Even if you don't even like basketball, bro.
True.
LeBron says something, you might just watch it.
Because he's not the face of like basketball anymore. He's the face of sports. Like
he's the face of black men, honestly.
He's
not even gonna lie.
He's an athlete.
So my thing is, if LeBron talked to Jay-Z, talked to Denzel Washington, I don't know, a couple other millionaires, billionaires that we got that are black. Why don't we just make our own league? They need us. They need us. They need the black people. To make the NFL work, you need black people. To make the NBA work, you need black people. There's a couple sports you don't need us.
Do you think
guess what makes the most money? Like I'm talking for streams wise, the NBA, the NFL.
Even just black culture in general, like
we created everything, bro.
You create the dances, you create the hypes.
It's crazy, bro. We created everything. When I look back, simple as a
culture,
street. We created the street light, bro.
Streetwear, like
the street light, though. Or you stop so you don't get into a car accident. A black person created that, bro.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You grew up on that? Black man created peanut butter. Come on, bro. Like what? Like we created everything. I mean, some shit I learned. Like I didn't know we created country music. I didn't know that. I just learned this. I was like, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Like, we created country music.
Back from, from the fucking old days with the overseas. You know how they couldn't talk to each other. They could sing. It started from there.
Like we created rock and roll. Yeah. What? I mean, I don't listen to rock and roll.
I used to.
Elvis got. They got on his head.
Elvis was black. He wanted to be black.
But they got on his head because he said all that little rock influence he got, like it was all from him just seeing like black culture. He would go to like the parties and everything, and he'd just take it.
Yeah.
And make the money on it.
And so that's what he did. White, it looks cooler. Back in that time.
He ended up fucking.
But like you said, you dance like.
Yeah, like
that's all
like
black people,
everything.
Bro.
It's that all the what is it? The dance hall. That's all the whole big dance hall. That's the whole Afrofusion African dance like inspired thing. Like that thing got all his culture, everything from that. House came from fucking the Chicago and New York DJs.
Yeah. Underground,
like they were just fucking around and they made fucking house music, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's something else. Fucking Boogaloo Sam. I forget his name. But he created popping. That was up in Fresno. He was black, bro.
Like, I'm about to make white people mad. I got white friends. I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know how racist white people say, "Oh, my best friend is black." I got white friends then. Okay. How about that?
Okay. Question. Now we're saying this because we all got white friends. So would you say like would you implement like education, like teaching like this not the cost, everybody, bro. Like at this point it's everybody, because I feel like everybody needs to learn like what the fuck has been going on, like at least expose everybody to it.
Yeah.
You know, regardless if you're comfortable, regardless if you're uncomfortable with it, like expose everybody to it. You know, make them learn. You know, because I feel like with white people, like they learn from their parents. You feel me? Like that's how all those ideas and racism keeps going.
Yeah.
So it's like how do we get into that? You know, how do we get into that, like tap into that to break that cycle? Because it is a cycle with the parents.
It's a personal choice. I mean, yeah, you can be taught. Oh, my bad.
Oh no, go ahead.
I mean, you can be taught racism, but at the end of the day, I'm sure there's some shit your parents tell you, this is what you need to be like, and you're like, nah, I'm not going for it. Like, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. Like, no, that's just bullshit, bro. Like, yes, I get it. You can be taught from you're a little kid, and it can be hard to break it. But if you choose to break it, then it's a choice, bro. Like,
ignorance is a choice.
Yeah. No, I understand that. Like, it's a choice. Like, everybody got the choice. Like, no one's holding the gun to your head. Even when someone's going to go
like,
hold
I
the
look
fucking
at it
gun
as
to your
like,
head, you still got a choice. But it's like, you know, at least for me, like, not everybody's gonna make that choice. Because, for example, let's say,
and I don't expect everybody to.
Yeah.
That's how.
Yeah, no, and that's cool. But at least for me, like, let's say if I grew up knowing there was no TV whatsoever. Let's just keep it like simple, no TV whatsoever. And then all of a sudden, like that's how I thought the world was. And all of a sudden, a TV came into my life, and I didn't know what the fuck it was or whatever. Like, I gotta learn about that shit, you know, because that's something new. Because I was so used to it, like, my whole life. So let's say, this fucking white guy, he's racist because he thinks that's how the fucking world is, because that's what he was taught. Let's say he didn't have no fucking knowledge of anything. Like, should we just exclude that and not, like, teach him what the fuck is going on?
I think that's a totally different analogy, though.
I mean, it's so hard to not know with social media around.
No, fuck that. Not even social media, dog. Like,
racism everyday life, bro.
Racism was the first, like, it's just old, bro. Like, it doesn't matter about, like, the fucking analogy, bro. This shit is real people really dying, bro. People getting discriminated because how they look. Shit is stupid. I didn't ask to look like this. He didn't ask to look. Shit is dumb.
Yeah.
Just dumb. Like, just stop being fucking stupid, bro. I've never met a smart racist person in my life.
Sure.
I tweeted that the other day. I never have. And my thing is, like,
what you think of the black guys?
If there's somebody who's like 80 years old, right, and they grew up in the deep south, right?
Yeah.
You're not gonna change their mind, dog. Why are you trying to talk to them? Talk to the kids. Fuck the older generation. They're done. They already fucked up. They already let shit happen.
You're right.
It's us. We run shit right now. And our little brothers, our little cousins, we gotta talk to them.
So would you put that? Would you put all that into like a section in school and just fucking let the kids learn?
Well, they don't even talk about black people in school.
Exactly. But let's say you have the choice for it. Like, let's say it was a thing.
I'm just asking you a question. Yeah. You're gonna answer it. You're gonna give me the answer I already know I want.
Sure.
What did you learn about black people in school?
Nothing.
No, you did. You did one thing. What?
Slavery,
dog. That's all we were. That's all we did. That's it. Like, like, come on, bro.
You got a point.
Man, I was in. You guys remember Mr. Carver, right? Shout out Mr. Carver.
I learned
dope
about
is history
the
teaching.
Like I always knew who like Sammy Robinson and like the people who like came out. At least they put him in like the books and like had a picture. And it was just like one little tiny section.
Like Mr. Carver, shout out Mr. Carver, dopest history teacher ever. We were in the middle class, and I was just like, bro, like we was learning about some white people shit. We were just tired of it, bro. Like honestly, like so I just told him, I said, hey, Mr. Carver, I'm tired of learning about this shit. Can we learn about black people? And he's like, well, what do you want to learn about? I was like, well, honestly, all we learned about is fucking slavery, bro. And like, we're way more than that. So then, I think for like a week and a half, he taught us about nothing but black history. And I appreciate him for that because it's not in the fucking curriculum. Yeah, it's not there.
Crazy.
It's not
there,
the whole
system,
honestly, Carver was a dope-ass teacher. I had conversations with him. I'd take him.
You know what's crazy? What's crazy is, I went to go see him like one of the last days of school because he taught us in like junior or sophomore year or whatever. But like senior year, I went to go see him and he was like, "Hey, I want you to be careful because they really shooting your people out here." And I just laughed and I said, "He said, nah, I'm serious. Like these cops ain't playing fair."
Yeah.
I never forget that shit.
Sounds like a real one. I didn't have him. I had fucking
Miss Mueller. He was tight. Like
I Miss Mueller senior year.
Did you fuck with
Miss Mueller?
Miss Mueller and fucking Mr. Carver were best friends. Yeah, they kick it all the time. And they tried so hard to make us understand that the school system's there, but like you have to get out of that shit because they tried so hard to make us do a film club, and it was going like we had a little group, but nothing ever happened. There was no motion towards it, but they knew what was up, At least for me, I was able to talk to them. They were just like, nah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, they was cool for sure. But yeah, he told me that shit. I'll never forget it, bro. And then it's just like, damn, this shit's just playing out. Like, the thing is, they've been killing us though.
Yeah,
it's been going on. It's nothing new, bro.
Damn.
I remember when Trayvon Martin got killed. I was like, damn, bro, that means I could die just walking to the grocery store. Like, what? Like,
For
fuck.
real,
Like,
just with the. And then I don't know how that fool made it out alive. Like,
bro,
he's not even in jail right
he
now.
got beat up by a fucking
15. I don't know how old was Trayvon Martin. 16. Something like that.
Yeah,
He was a
like-
kid though. You feel me? He was in high school.
Young.
He beat that dude's ass, and that dude got mad and shot him. You got beat up by you went fucking with a kid, got beat up by a little boy, and now you mad.
For real.
And somehow he got away with that shit. Somehow
Of course, bro.
he
It's
said
a system.
self-defense when
It's
he
a
was the
system.
one antagonizing the kid,
And-
following him.
And the cops told him, do not follow him. Do
Yeah,
not follow him. Still got out. It's a system, baby.
that shit's crazy.
It's-
Shit.
It's-
Whoa.
Cause you see, I don't know if you guys seen it. There's like 6 black cops. They killed some people. There's like 6 black cops. Or like 4 black cops, an Asian and a white dude. And they killed somebody. They should be in jail. I don't give a fuck who they are, black or not. They killed somebody, but they got caught. They got arrested. They went to jail.
Mhm.
Why? Because it was 4 black dudes and an Asian.
I
Well,
saw the
4
video.
white
I
cops.
saw the
They're not
video.
going to jail.
Have you seen the video of the dudes getting like pulled over in the middle of the riot and just fucking getting?
Oh, just for no reason.
Yeah,
and shit?
for no reason.
I
They
saw
broke his
that.
arm and shit.
I seen a bunch of shit like that.
I was
Yeah.
Is
like,
that the one?
damn.
Was that the one with the white girl?
They were not
saying
even
hi
there
or
for the
whatever?
riots.
Like to the camera or some shit.
Oh, that's when they pulled him out of it. Those officers got arrested.
And they
fired
tased
and
them and
arrested.
shit.
Nah,
shit's
that
crazy.
one,
That was
honestly,
crazy,
I
bro.
did not
That was-
understand what the
That
fuck
was the
going
perfect.
on.
That's the perfect video of white privilege right there.
No, like-
they let the first car go
For
with all the
real.
white people in it, and
I'm
she's just like,
dead,
"Hi, at the
bro.
camera."
Yeah, no,
and then
like
there's 2
that-
black
like-
people behind them getting snatched up.
Yeah, on some real shit, a friend of mine has that same car, bro. So I know
Yeah.
exactly like that. Like it was just crazy. Like just thinking about that shit, just
Like it's almost
like
like you laugh when you say that shit because it's almost funny and like stupid how stupid racism is. Like really, like okay, they did the same exact shit I was doing, and you just stopped my car, just pulled me out, fucking broke my. I think they broke like 6 ribs on that dude.
yeah, they were trying to pull him out, like
They
but they
fucked
couldn't
him up.
because the fucking seatbelt was on. I was like, what the fuck are you guys thinking
Like-
about? Like obviously the fucking
And
seatbelt
you're gonna
was
pull
on,
me
like-
over my
That fool was not
armrest.
even
For real.
existing
And not
either.
even that, like they tased him while he was already sitting down.
Broke his windows.
Yeah, like what the
everything,
hell?
bro.
And they were slashing his tires, like what the
Oh
fuck?
man, I seen a whole video
The whole
of
system is
cops just
fucked,
walking
bro.
around poking protesters' tires.
The whole
Yeah,
system,
like
like,
what the fuck is that?
So I think I tweeted that. Burn the Constitution, bro. Burn it.
Yeah.
They need
Burn
to.
it.
Bro, I got my car stolen.
Bro, did you see that shit? I'm sorry, but this is way more important than your
Nah,
car.
you're right.
For real, for
They
real.
said that this shit that they
I seen some shit where in like, I want to say it was like 32 states. I don't want to be wrong, but cops can rape their fucking somebody
Wait,
that
what?
they can't. Like I forgot what you call it, like when you pick somebody up. I don't know, but whatever. If they're in the car, like and they're in their custody, they can rape them as long as the cop says no, it was consent.
Yeah.
Of course, no cop's gonna say yeah, I did rape her. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, fuck.
What the fuck?
I heard about
Man,
that shit.
I said
In
what?
32 states?
I said yeah, bro. I gotta leave, bro. I'm going to Africa, bro. Like nah, that's crazy.
Damn.
That's crazy, bro.
That's wild to me. 32 states.
I heard that shit. That they can have sex with somebody under their custody.
Yeah.
And it's legal.
It's
For some
legal?
reason.
What the
Like,
fuck?
who the fuck wrote this
Like,
shit?
like,
Like,
isn't that much power? Like, that's too much power at that point. You feel me? Like, they
Bro,
already have that power.
who wrote these books?
And the
bro?
fact that
Like,
that
zero
shit's
sense.
active, bro. Like that shit hasn't even fucking.
No,
been
it's
looked
now.
at. Like this shit's
Yeah.
active,
Yeah,
bro.
it's
Like
now,
what the
bro.
fuck? No one's.
Who wrote this shit? Who wrote it?
Shit.
Alabama wrote that shit.
What would you say is the best way for like someone white to support the movement?
Or at least in your
I can't say
support the movement.
what's the best way because if you're not black, somebody's gonna judge you regardless.
Yeah.
Even if it's genuine, you're still gonna get looked at like, oh no, you're a poser or you just did it just cause. You just
Yeah.
gotta know in your heart what you did was pure, dog.
That's how I look at it. Like, can't let white tell you shit. Like,
Yeah.
this is what it is. Like, I got a couple white friends, and I mean, they ask me a lot of questions, and I elaborate on them. Everything I can't answer, and everything I don't agree with, you know, that my people do. But it's like,
Yeah.
it's been 500 years. This is all we done back, bro.
Yeah.
You're lucky. This is all we've done. Like, honestly, like I seen a tweet that said white people. Hey, Twitter is lit, bro. I don't know. I seen a tweet. I tweeted. I seen a tweet. It's
Yeah.
lit. But I seen a tweet that said
That's current news. That's how
Yeah.
we get that shit.
Yeah, nobody watches
Fuck
fucking
no.
Fox or none of that shit because
Yeah.
they lie to you. It's all white people shit.
You gotta look for your own shit.
Agenda.
I don't hate white people. I just hate white people shit. But what I was gonna say, I seen a tweet and it said white people are lucky that black people want equality, not revenge. I'm gonna leave that there though.
That's
You're
true.
lucky we want equality and not revenge.
No, man. Like honestly, if you think about it, like I feel like for anybody, whenever we think history, we always think about like that shit, like it's in the past, like it was history, but not like it's being created. So what's separating us like from actually overthrowing the whole thing? And bro, we made it into the damn White House with fucking breaking windows and shit like that. Like Trump put a fucking wall around this shit because he was scared. Like what's stopping us from overtaking the whole damn thing? You know,
I think
the minorities and
honestly,
everybody that agrees with it. Like
I think it's just because there's a lot of people.
Nobody knows it.
There's a lot of people on the other side of things.
I just feel like everybody's.
I think it's more of us
everybody's on their
though.
own side. You know, everybody's
so,
on the side, bro.
but-
It doesn't really
But
matter.
I mean,
but
I
it's
feel like at the end of the day,
And people are scared to sides.
the country did.
That
They
is true,
elected
man.
Trump. So there's got to be a fucking shitload of people, like,
Oh, and that's just because people don't vote, bro.
yeah.
Black people didn't take that shit serious enough. I think
Think
I was
exactly. Don't you?
I want to say I was a month. I was a
couldn't
month
vote.
too late to vote.
Yeah.
Because it's in November, right? Yeah, I
Yeah.
turned 18 in December that
Yeah.
year, and I couldn't even vote. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. I wasn't gonna vote even if I could.
Man,
But-
I can't even vote.
I wouldn't know who
Yeah.
to choose.
It's
I
like,
vote
damn,
bad.
yeah, this shit's all
No,
terrible.
it's just vote terrible.
But it's just like, shit, she probably wouldn't have started race wars though. Oh
For
man,
real.
but it is what it is, bro. The
Things are definitely different
shit's
now
gonna change though.
than the Obama days, for sure.
And I
Yeah.
think, because we haven't touched on it, but we talked about this shit. I think rioting and looting, that shit's necessary, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go do it, but it's necessary. And to say that it's only Black Lives Matter people doing it, it's fucking bullshit because
Sure.
you just put the whole country on a fucking quarantine and everybody's broke. Every working class American is broke.
Like
They're all getting-
20%
they're all
of
getting
people or
unemployment.
some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
I mean, thank God I kept my job through the whole thing, but like,
Yeah.
a lot of people didn't. They was getting unemployment. So that means everybody's broke. Everybody's gonna go steal. It's not fucking because of black people. No, it's because niggas are hungry and trying to feed their family. They gonna go steal this Louis purse and try to flip it for something. Like, and if
Right.
anybody says like they're rioting because of George Floyd, I mean, that's just stupid. That's not enlightening his name or none of that.
Yeah.
But I do think it's necessary, bro. Keep fucking up they shit.
Keep fucking it up, bro. Because that's all they care about is money.
Yeah.
Like if you fuck up their money, just go. I need somebody to go. No, I can't say. I might go to jail or some shit, saying some shit like that. Never mind.
Nah, say that shit. We don't censor nothing, bro.
No, you can go to jail saying certain shit, bro. They come knocking on your door and shit. Like, nah, bro, this shit real.
No.
He gets
That's
into
how-
the fucking
that's
law people
how-
like that. That's just
Yeah.
I ain't going to the gulag. No, what I was gonna say is they should blow up a fucking pharmaceutical industry or something.
bro. If they do that, America's going down. You know how much
That's where the money is, that's what I'm
On the
saying.
medical industry, just in general.
Bro.
like,
Let's go
it's
blow
not even.
Just go blow some
tap
shit
into
up, bro.
that, yeah.
Just go blow
Yeah.
some shit up.
Bro, you're not even
It's
that.
crazy.
If the government can't supply the same amount of funds that they did with the police and these rights, that should already in itself is like, what the fuck?
Hell yeah. A lot of
How much money
I was
goes
seeing
to
a
the
lot of the
military?
budgets are for fucking police.
Yeah, bro.
In the
what fuck?
military,
Yeah.
like,
While the
all that
fucking
shit.
people are just
Yeah, they-
dying and shit.
Bro,
no health
I remember
care.
like
fucking,
middle school, bro. They were already defunding schools. Remember they were saying like, "Oh, we might not have PE next year." You'd always hear that
they
shit.
started
Oh,
getting-
we're not
Honestly, he
getting-
was always the
I
first thing to
remember
go.
that.
Like it was always like, yeah, we might not have
which is
next
fucked
year.
up because what is
He's the
they
first
want?
one.
They want America to be obese or what?
Oh, you
For
did
real,
that.
like,
Dog, everybody needs. I feel like in high school you should have had a PE every day too.
Yeah.
For real, if you're gonna eat all that junk food, you should might as
Come
well
on,
be
bro.
doing all that shit every
Yeah.
single fucking
Like
day.
everybody, it should be mandatory, but especially if you don't play sports. Mandatory every year because I think you only had to take it 1 year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
Luckily,
Every
we all
year.
play sports, so like we're
Every
pretty
year,
aware
bro.
of
If you
that
don't play that shit, because after high school, what you do? Nothing. They want you to get fat and be lazy and just work a regular ass job. Nobody wants to do that, bro. And then there's people that do
Yeah,
You know?
you know.
because they help make the world go round. We do need people like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I honestly think like minimum wage jobs should be left alone for teenagers and older people, like super older people. You
Yeah.
feel me? That still want to work and shit.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer just hustling.
I just know a lot of it has to do with the system. You know, like it's just within the system that a lot of it has to change. I personally believe I feel like a lot of the system has to change. You know,
Yeah.
like yeah, people like you know the actions and all the movements are happening, but I feel like personally it has to change from the inside.
Yeah,
Like,
the government has to get
Like
overthrown.
without
Because
that,
all the
without
rich
that
people
shit,
just buy their way to
Yeah.
do whatever the fuck they want.
It won't. Nothing will change until we overthrow the government.
because what I just learned about and I learned about this like accidentally. One of my I wouldn't say close friend. I know him through people, and he's in like parks and recreation, so he knows about like neighborhoods and how they separate it. And he was telling me like, oh yeah, like you know they separate they do it by like in like economy class.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah,
they do that shit. Like that's
it's called,
actually
it's
like
called,
it's a whole fucking
it's called
topic.
redlining.
Yeah, like he was telling me like it's a whole fucking topic. Like it's called redlining, and they know where to put the money, tax property. That's why like look at CC, like look at all the people here. Like
Bro, think about it. Look,
like tax.
Palm
like,
Springs, there's only one black community. You know where it's at. Everybody knows where it's at. Gateway. That's it. Cathedral City, there's no black community. So what they did was
The North End used to be bigger. I don't know if you guys know that. But what they did was they just pushed them all into a corner. So they started raising the price on the houses, knowing that the people that lived there couldn't afford it, and they pushed them all into a corner. And I don't know if you know, but this just happened last year. There was these big ass trees. I forgot what they're called, but they're from Africa, I think I want to say. But there was an argument about cutting them down with the city because it blocked off the view of that neighborhood to the rest of
you're talking about. They're fucking huge.
Yeah, they're huge as fuck.
But they're
super big.
But see, like that, I forget the name of this tree. I'm gonna look it up right now. But this tree's like important. Like it's important for like all of fucking life around it. Like it's a fucking like tree of life. Basically, that's one of the trees like that's important to fucking.
The fact that we didn't know about it and we're hearing about it now, like this is something that needs to be said.
So I'm saying it was. It was in the news like last year. But everybody don't watch the news, but like. It was in the news last year, and there was an argument about cutting them down because it blocks. They want to block off the fucking that neighborhood so nobody can see it, like, or so they don't have a view out. Like it's literally a whole systematic thing. It's just kind of scary if you think about it.
Yeah. So what's
let's get on a lighter note.
Even like my bad, before we move on, but even Miss Mueller was telling us too, like this is something she didn't teach.
She's the one that taught me about those.
She was telling us that they've always wanted to make Cat City an Hispanic community, like Hispanic, like after they try to do that with like cutting zones with schools. And like the whole white side was like for Palm Springs, and like the Hispanic side was for CC, and I was like, damn, like I didn't know the limits of everything, but like
it's crazy how clear it is growing up now,
yeah,
because like when you're in high school everything just seems different.
Because I remember growing up I had to get different people's addresses to go to, because my mom was like, nah, like she wanted me to have like, no, obviously every fucking parent wants you to have better opportunities and everything, so she would get other people's addresses so I can go to James Workman and the DD sides of the school instead of like Nelly Kaufman and like Raymond Cree that people like.
We went to Nelly Kaufman.
Yeah, like no, like honestly, I keep it real. I'm not like nobody against that. Like I'm not singling everybody out. Like if you went to these schools, like go for it. But like, people knew like what money where went, like where the money went.
So all the money kids go to Rancho. Like come on, we know.
Yeah, like everybody knew that shit, and it was evident to the parents. It was evident to everybody. But like to us, we were like, it was just cool, you know. We were going to school. Like what the fuck? Like, but now it's like seeing it from like a different perspective, because at least for me, like I got a little sister, I gotta see shit from like an adult point of view now, like, cause I gotta look after her, and it's like, damn, like we're already setting shit up for like your own future, like we know where the fuck we're moving the dots, and it's all because of the fucking system. You feel me? It's like, why do we gotta move all so much shit around? Why can't shit just roll?
Yeah, see, that's the thing that I like about our generation, at least. Like we're very proactive. You feel me? Like we like to think a little bit outside the box. At least those who I know.
Our generation's gonna change a lot of shit, bro. I mean, but see, the thing is, and then the generation after us, like you said, his little sister, they're gonna be smarter than us, bro.
It's just what it is. Like they're gonna keep getting smarter, and it might not even be smarter. It's aware.
More information is out there.
The tree is called the baobab tree, and it looks like this.
That's just huge,
It's
bro.
just huge, man. Like
that's all I know.
We'll put it up on the
looks like
trees.
Put it up
like,
on
you said they put those.
It's called the African.
Long PS.
Things like the African mother tree.
Well, I don't know. It's something, but they were. I don't know if they're still there now. I don't know. I forgot. But
yeah,
there's racism everywhere.
Shit.
But let's talk about something else.
So fucking.
Because racism, we can talk about that every single day, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna be here until it's not here.
So speaking of something else, this shit is like one of the only memories I really got with you, cause you know we weren't really homies like close in high school, but we were. You know, we acquainted with each other, we mutuals.
We're around each other.
Yeah, so like we talked, we were on the football team. But the only fucking memory that really sticks out with me and you is the fucking time homecoming game versus Xavier, bro.
My boy, that's my boy right there. Hey, that's my boy right there.
I fucking tackled that fool. You picked up the ball. You fucking
That's a
dipped
fact.
out that bitch.
Man, that was a different type of energy, bro.
You can see that shit in the film. You can see people
just gave
fucking
me chills.
jumping,
I
bro.
just
Everybody
literally got-
jumping up.
Just literally got chills, bro, because
Bro, that game was wild.
what was the
Like,
score? 27-7?
I don't even know what
and
the
then
fuck
they came out
happened in
and
the second
scored
half,
again
bro.
on it.
Bro, it was 27-7 at halftime, bro.
Bro, I remember everybody was mad as fuck. Nobody was talking in that fucking.
They
in the
scored
fucking
on us
locker
our
room.
first fucking play off the kickoff.
Yeah, bro.
I was like,
And it was like I remember like it's that feeling because honestly, at least growing up at CCHS, like everybody talks shit to you, bro. Like whether you're in the school, whether you're outside of the school, like everybody was talking
if
shit
you play
to you.
football?
Like if you
Yeah.
play football, it ain't give a fuck. Like
Yeah.
they were just
Real
talking
haters.
shit.
Real big haters.
And like
We
it,
suck, though.
and it was like on some real shit. Like I don't give a fuck, but bro, I was playing football. Like let me suck, bro. Like you know. Like,
we did suck, though.
like I don't care, but even then, like I remember, like when they scored that shit, and it was at our homecoming game. Like,
Oh, our whole crowd went crazy. They were happy that we were getting. Oh, let me see the camera real quick, please.
yeah,
Oh my god. Oh,
they were happy we
That
were
was
getting
crazy.
smacked, bro.
look, bro.
On some real
I do
shit.
not hate gay people, bro.
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Bro, fuck
This
yeah,
is literally,
honestly.
this is literally what happened, bro. We had a whole little. Our school was full of gay people. You feel me? Whatever. Gay people are cool. Like my mom's bisexual, my sister's bisexual. I don't care about none of that
Yeah.
shit. Like my thing is, one, gay people at our school. At our school. See, I'm not saying gay people. Gay people at our school could not take a fucking joke. Bro, if you're comfortable in actually being gay, you can take a joke. It's just like me fucking making a Mexican joke to them. They're not gonna take it serious.
Yeah.
As long as you don't make it seem like it's fucking threatening. Okay, so one, you guys can
Right.
take a fucking joke. Two, everything has to be about you. It just has to be about you just because you're gay. And then if you were gay, you were automatically popular. Like what? Like how does that make you cool? Like,
Yeah,
I don't-
no.
Like bro, you're a normal
I
ass person,
will
bro.
keep it real. You know, I was homies with a lot of the fucking gay people.
No, that's
Like,
cool. But my thing is,
like, no, I'm
they
not
want to
going
be.
against you. They're fucking dramatic when it came down to shit. Like,
Oh,
for
yeah.
no fucking reason.
That's just
And sometimes
crazy,
I'd
bro.
I'd be friends with them and be like, what was so bad about that? Like, and I was on the fucking football team. They'd come at me like, oh, why the fuck are your friends being like this?
Oh, they hated us.
And I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, first of all, like, I don't think that's anything bad. Like, that's not even at y'all. Like, this isn't even at you guys. Like, stop making it about y'all. Like, what the fuck?
That's everything had to be about them.
So there was basically a beef between the gays and the football team. I guess you want to say whatever.
I'm like, I don't know if I
I
haven't
wasn't
connected
aware.
it yet, but some shit, yeah, what
Bro,
happened?
the day, like before our homecoming game, we were eating our fucking team meal. They
Yeah.
came in there with their little flag and was like, "Oh, you guys take a picture with us, like like show that you guys aren't disrespecting us or whatever."
I think I remember.
And I was
that
like,
shit, bro,
yeah,
this is
you
a
know?
whole thing.
Yeah,
It was the
I
whole
was there
thing,
too,
bro.
and-
And I was
and-
like, you know what? I'll take the picture with you guys.
I think
Like,
legit
I
the
ain't
picture.
tripping.
I'm holding one side and he's holding the other side.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
Like, legit, we're like this, bro. We're like I'm just doing the peace sign. Like what the fuck?
Whatever, bro. I guess you know what I'm saying. I don't want no smoke with the gay people because they run everything, bro.
Yeah.
They run America. But so my thing is, so the whole time we're getting our ass with 27-7 first half. It's looking bad, bro. It's our
Yeah.
homecoming. We just lost last year's homecoming to the same team.
Yep.
And then they
It's
come,
the same-
they
like,
come out
come
and
on.
score on us.
So they're cheering, they're waving their gay flags, we're getting our ass whooped. And as soon as he strips the ball and I score, the crowd goes crazy. And then right after that, all you hear is boo from that whole section right there. They had their own, they had their
That's
own
true.
little section. It was deep too. 'Cause I'm telling you, there was a lot of them.
Yeah.
They were deep.
Yeah, what
And they
the
were just
fuck?
booing, waving their flags. Like they were so mad that we won that game. Like when we went into the locker room, they booed us. Like
What?
What the hell I hate? Yeah, bro. But honestly, that game.
I was so happy we won that game.
That game was
Yeah.
fucking tight. Like, I
That was some
remember,
movie
like,
shit.
I don't know what the fuck was going on. Like, second half, I don't know what the fuck clicked. I don't know what the hell happened with defense and offense and fucking kickoff and kick return. Like, all the energy, everything was fucking there. We didn't have it in the whole fucking season. We had it in one fucking game.
I'll take it, bro. It's homecoming.
For real. And we came back, bro. We were fucking losing and we
I'll
came
take
back.
it. That is a cool memory, though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Shit, I remember I got a
Some
fucking-
shit I would tell my
I
kids.
remember I got a couple
Because that's the
fucking
biggest
Yeah.
comeback. That's the biggest comeback in CCHS history.
Damn.
Shit.
And then we almost did that shit again the next week versus Shadow Hills.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But we fucking.
I got
think the
I got
refs
stripped on like the fucking 4 yard
I-
line. I caught a fucking post coming down the middle. One dude had my legs. The other dude
Yeah.
got. Yeah, I got.
I think the refs fucked us.
I told
'cause
that shit.
Bro, honestly, a lot of the times, like
We spiked the ball.
The
and
ref-
then
the
that
ref-
time
the
ran
ref-
out.
the rest were like a lot of the time the rest were a little biased. I'll keep it real. Like there'd be
Yeah.
times where you just be like, what the fuck was that? Like what
It
the
always
fuck was
feels like
that?
Except that one, the one ref from fucking Cass City, the janitor. Oh,
Rick
is
cool.
That shit was cool.
I didn't even know he was a rap.
Bro, hey, stop touching butts, man. Like, he was fucking around during the fucking game.
Oh man.
That's so tight.
Rick, Rick was a homie.
Shit. So, all right, we're gonna wrap this shit up. It's been a while, but fucking since we're Box 760 trying to promote Valley artists and Valley people,
Yeah.
name one person out here that you think people should fuck with that is Zay Ross approved.
I mean,
It can be an artist. It can be
Anything.
anybody that's talented, bro.
somebody they should.
Someone out here in the Valley that you think should get a little bit more shine.
Me.
You? Alright, hell yeah. Alright, the confidence is there.
I'm sorry, I really don't mess with a lot of.
One thing I forgot to ask.
I fuck with my boy Yebby, Prince Yebby. I don't know
Prince
if you guys know
Yebby?
Brandon.
I saw him on the song.
He graduated a year before us. I mean, he's on Bad Bitch. He made the beat. That nigga's dope.
Yeah.
Fucking Brandon who?
Brandon Noel. I don't know how to get all niggas government
The-
names and shit.
The
But
QB?
yeah.
QB?
Yeah.
Oh shit, alright,
Oh,
shout.
word?
But yeah, he's on Bad Bitch. He made the beat. That's just a
Damn, I
forever
didn't
summer
even know that was
classic.
him rapping.
Keep making the beats.
Alright.
Because that was one question I was gonna ask you, like, who the hell is your producer? Because I was like, this shit's
Oh yeah.
solid.
Yeah.
Some of the beats are YouTube based.
One thing I forgot to ask, what's G.O.D.? What is that whole thing stand
Oh,
for?
G.O.D. Because alright, so I grew up a Christian. You feel me? I was raised a Christian. And then my uncle died my freshman year.
Alright.
Do you still practice that to this day?
No. So my uncle died my freshman year, and there's just a lot of shit that made me feel iffy about God. You feel me?
Yeah.
Or about Christianity, I should say. Because I believe there's a God. That's